Hi there, I'm just updating with my hair update that is currently a mixture of pastel, purple, there's some blue, there's some pink thrown in there, and a little bit of yellow in the tips. I went from being purple, the punky color purple and plum that was in my other video, and I cut my bangs and made them more on the blunt side. So I just wanted to go on and I figured I would do a pastel tutorial because a lot of people ask how to get pastel hair. I thought maybe I should make a video because I was reading a new magazine of Flair with Charlotte Free on the cover, and she has a pastel hair going on, and there was a little thing at the beginning that said, here's 10 steps as to how to get pastel hair, and then I read some of it and then it was a bit of a misconception. I just decided I'd make my own list up, and this is it. So pastel hair 101. Like, common misconception is that it's really hard to take care of, which yes, there's some upkeep, you have to spend all this money on dye. In my opinion, you don't. So I had my hair bleached with a L'Oreal Quick Blue bleach. And I packed it away because I'm moving, so I can't show you, but it comes in a tub, and then you just take a scoop of the powder and then you mix it with some developer as well. And I actually used a 40 volume developer on my hair because I have used 30 in the past, and I found that I always had leftover colors in it, and my hair basically was fried, and it's slowly getting better, as you can see, so that's my natural hair right there. There's a little bit of purple. I don't know if you can see it. I don't think you can. There's a little bit of purple that still couldn't get out on the side, and then there's a little bit in the back, even when I used a really intense developer. After I did that, I put the dye on, basically fried my hair, which the ends still don't entirely match my extensions because my ends are so dry, and it's a lot more noticeable when you've got different textures of hair onto your extensions. Plus I used less weave than I did for my last hair because my last extensions, I ended up, when I first started, I had like a big huge mess of hair, and it was really awesome, but unfortunately I did not think of the next time I was going to need a hair, and then I ended up using way too much weave. You want to have it as close to white blonde as possible. There is something that's really important. A lot of places will say that you need to have 110% white blonde, otherwise you're going to not have the color that you're looking for. Partially true, but I never have completely white blonde hair when I do it. Mine is normally like, if we put it on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm more of like a 2. I would recommend like either just going with what you have. If you're sitting there going, should I just dye my hair and bleach it again? Work with what you have. You would take a semi-permanent dye, and whatever color you're looking to do, I put some pink in mine, and I used the Hot Pink by Manic Panic, just diluted again, very, very diluted, and some yellow by Punky, bright yellow, and my base color, which is the color that my natural hair has, and then I did it for like till about halfway on the rest of my extensions, is actually Electric Amethyst by Manic Panic. Very diluted. I actually wanted to go with Mystic Heather, but there was none in stock. Mystic Heather is more of a pink base lavender, I should say. A pink base lavender as opposed to this, which would make a purple base lavender. Unfortunately, there's no Mystic Heather, and this was the next best thing. So I've got a little bit left. I've touched up my hair once already, and I've got maybe a third left. So when I'm done with this, maybe they'll have Mystic Heather in stock, because the store that I got it at said that they were waiting for a stock. Like, these are just some color examples that I would recommend. I used Directions Lavender in the past too. And that one, I found, depending on like when it's in the jar, it's pretty purple, but depending on how much you dilute it, it can be a little bit less intense purple. If you're doing silver hair, which I also did silver hair, I used mine with Fanciful after I bleached it out. And you can also use the Directions color that's silver. I never got to try that one. I just use Fanciful, and they make a mousse formula as well as a gel. It's one of those ones that older ladies use to brighten up the silver tones in their hair, and I used silver lining when I had silver hair. So the next thing, that I dilute it like crazy. Again, I read like some stuff that said to dilute it halfway, and I really don't think that you should dilute it halfway. You should add just a little bit and then dilute it like crazy. Now, a lot of people don't like Manic Panic because it's really creamy and it's not thick. Like, Directions is thicker, so I find it's a little more easy to control as opposed to the Manic Panic that tends to get really thin and runny. But I just very carefully just put a little bit and dilute the conditioner. If you end up adding too much, again, just kind of go overboard with the conditioner. Even if you're sitting there going, I don't think I'm going to put all of this on my hair or my extensions or whatever, at least just like throw the rest out. At least if you end up getting the color that you're looking for, then that's a plus, right? Just put it on your hair, leave it on for as long as you want, because it's very conditioning. As I said in the past, these colors aren't going to hurt your hair. If you end up going a little bit too light, then you can always add more. If you end up going a little bit too dark, then you're probably stuck in the awkward like washing your hair out phase, and then you find it still doesn't look right. So, you know, if you're sitting there questioning your judgment, then be like, I'm just gonna go and go lighter and then see before I go darker. So after that, rinse it out. Ta-da, you should have pastel hair. If you don't have what you're looking for, again, like really quick ways to fade your hair out is going to be like using dish soap, using a clarifying shampoo. The upkeep and the fading is annoying. I touch up my hair quite often. I'm used to touching up my hair a lot because I've been touching it up a long time. And I'm used to touching up my hair like once or twice a week. And it's not even just pastel, like there are other colors. It's like you wash your hair once and then it doesn't match. And like for people like me, it's like even if it doesn't match by like 1 or 2 shades, you're just like, fuck. There's parts where it doesn't get the color as much as other things, like, you know, you can see that there's some differences. It is really hard to get pastel hair to match extensions 100%. That's because it's hard to kind of get both a color that your hair is and a color that the extensions are to start off with to make it match 100%. So again, if you're really, really picky and you want to dye it, you want to bleach your hair like 5 times to get it to match and, you know, whatever, and tone it a bunch of times and spend more money to do that, then that's fine. I'm happy with, you know, starting off with a pale blonde, and if it's like just a half a shade different, then it's normally not that bad. So I don't think mine's too bad. Maybe I'm wrong. Use, you know, color saving conditioner, color saving shampoo, something that's going to preserve the color. They do make like purple shampoos too, so that should help if you're like blonde or silver. And you're going to want to have like some deep conditioner for your bleached ends that are probably going to be looking like shit. I also, you know, I live off dry shampoo. I use a lot of dry shampoo. I don't wash my hair all the time. Know what you're getting into. Something that isn't like that hard if you really, really want to have pastel hair. And, you know, be prepared for people to tell you that you look like a pony and, you know, all this other stuff. But I like my hair, so that's my pastel do's and don'ts and hair tutorial. So there's my hair. Okay.